Happy Saturday. It's another edition of, what did I name this? Saturday Morning Stories. Yeah, I'm going to have to look into that. But anyway, this is connected to what I love to do. One of my favorite buildings next to, of course, a worship house, a house of worship, a church, is a library. And I said after music lessons on Saturday mornings, we would sometimes go to Chicago Public Library, which is now the Cultural Center, with their beautiful Tiffany dome windows, the glass, just all the visuals. Well, anyway, we would watch sometimes special foreign movies. I remember the red ballet shoes, yeah. And so many other activities of exposure. And this is something, a lost art, but get that library card. Well, I said I wanted to feature and read books from African American authors and illustrators. And this second edition is Dream Big by Dolores Jordan. Yes, the mother of Michael Jordan. And it says this is about the pursuit of excellence. And of course, being somewhat of an artist, loving art, the illustrator is Barry Root. So let's take a dive. Dream big. Let's think of some of the dreams that we have from when we were a child, things that we wanted to do. Well, hopefully the lighting is working in here. I love outdoor, and maybe the sunshine might prevent you from seeing certain pictures. I'll try to adjust it. And of course, I'm using an old-fashioned music stand. So let's see how this is going to go. All right. Ooh, look at this. Oh, and that's beautiful. Look at this. It looks like watercolors. Oh, gorgeous. Let's read it. Schoolwork always came first, but whenever he could, Michael played, dreamed, and lived basketball. Yeah, I have students like that. If you ask the majority of boys, actually every school that I've been to, what do you want to be when you grow up? NBA basketball player. I might have, and second NFL, and then as far as that's for the boys, you might have one or two girls who want to play basketball. But then the girls nowadays, what do you want to do? I want to be an eyelash technician. I want to do hair. That's the number one. And I always ask them, no, give me 3 dreams. So yeah, you could be an eyelash technician, you can do hair, but you have to do something with STEM in it: science, technology, engineering, math. So go to medical school, have a side hustle and braid hair or do sew-ins, but you have to have something technical too for the 21st century. All right, let's go on. Michael took his basketball everywhere. Every day when he got off the school bus, he would dribble his basketball home. But his love of his basketball made his mother tell him things like, Michael, tables are for dining, not dribbling. So you see, he just loved it. There he goes on this page. Or, Michael, you may not play with your basketball in the house. And Michael, put your ball down and concentrate on your homework. Ooh, this reminds me of so many of our precious students. Just, yes, all about it. But like I said, you can have that dream. You can have multiple dreams. That's right. You are gifted enough. And there he is. Look at this beautiful artwork. Oh, that's gorgeous. Let's go to this page. Every day after school, Michael and his friends would play pickup games in Michael's backyard or at the boys' center downtown. Ooh, that reminds me like the Croc Center here in the south side of Chicago. They would see who could get 20 shots first. One afternoon, Michael was way behind, not even up to 10. Michael's best friends, Reggie and David, were near 20 points each. Michael, you better catch up, David said. Are you dreaming again? Look at that. Yeah, isn't that good to have this old-fashioned playing? Right? We want our kids to be able to do that outside. Get off the video games. Yeah, that was a question in one of our classes yesterday. What's your favorite game? And we didn't even say video games. This was just for a counseling class. You better believe Roblox, GTA, Grand Theft Auto, what's the other one? Fortnite, and also so many others. Oh my goodness. Get outside. Play ball, run, jump rope, do something, park, play jacks, right? Pick up jacks with a ball. Yeah, okay. Michael and his friends often talked about what they wanted to be when they grew up. Reggie wanted to be an astronaut. Hey, STEM. And David wanted to be a pilot. Hey, STEM. Which is great. Michael dreamed of playing basketball. Yay! Because listen, this is a program that we just started. There's a lot of science in athleticism and in sports. And I always show my students how a world famous basketball player taught himself how to play the piano, Beethoven. His most famous composition, Moonlight Sonata. And this was the NBA phenom, the phenomenon of Kobe Bryant. He taught himself, and that's how I tell my students, that's how you build your hand-eye coordination. If you want to be successful on the court or on the field, you have to play a musical instrument. It will help you across all subjects, not only reading as far as comprehension. That's why I'm reading every day music. Yeah, I play by ear, but it's something about developing the spatial memory and really going through the rigor of reading note by note, measure by measure. So basketball has science. Well, that was Michael's dream. And maybe he had a dream to be in the Olympics. How about that? David, do you think I'll make the team when we get to high school? Oh, Michael, you love the game. The more you play, the better you'll be, David said. It's like Coach tells us, you just need to work hard and keep practicing. You see, just dreaming. That's beautiful. Hold on to your dreams. Oh, I feel that song coming on. Children, hold on to your dreams. Let's see. Michael was thinking about what David had said when he and the boys went over to his house to take some practice shots before dinner. Not so fast, boys. There will be no basketball until your homework is done. Every last page, Mrs. Jordan called. There you go. Priorities, perspective. And then this is the next page. Oh, how we need mothers like this and fathers. Give them balance. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing's new under the sun. Kids love. They have passions within their belly, but they had to put things first, and they had to put the phone down sometimes. I have a kindergartner who's addicted to the phone. And if you tell him, oh, your mom's going to take the phone away, he'll fall out. Oh, no. Fortunately, there's a lot of them like that. Well, they said, Mom, that's what Michael said. That's final. Now, scoot. David and Reggie, see you later, Michael mumbled. Right? He wasn't happy, but that's what I'm saying. We got to teach them balance, and then they'll be able to do great things. All right, let's go to this next page. Michael knew his mom meant business. Schoolwork was important to her, and it came first. Basketball was fine, but only after homework was done, and done well. Yeah, let's clap for him. That's right, applause. Actually, I have some jazz music in the background because I love colorful chords. Listen to Cyrus Chestnut. But we're clapping for all the kids who put their studies first after the most important things. Yes. And then Michael dragged himself to his room to work on Miss Gertrude's math homework. Look, it's actually Michael. It was Michael's homework assigned by Miss Gertrude. He was the one to get the benefit, not Miss Gertrude's homework. All right, look at this nice scenery. Ooh, and that painting. This reminds me of a composition picture painting of Frederick Douglass at his desk. You know, he taught himself pretty much to cultivate reading. We know initially one of the slave master's wives, starts with an A. She initially showed him how to read, some of the alphabets. But he was the one who took off. And every time he would go outside and there would be newspapers blowing in the air, he would grab and run and grab them to take them home, and he would study each word. He would play games to barter food for books, just any way to cultivate literacy. So there's a beautiful painting of Frederick Douglass in his wooden. He has a wooden desk and leather chair, and his dog is next to him, and this beautiful, I want to say like a Tiffany lamp. It was just such a regal composition of him focusing on the task. And this painting, this was a painting at first, and it was shrunk down. So this painting reminds me of that beautiful picture of Frederick Douglass. Check it out. Virginia's. Oh, here's another beautiful. Ooh, not gorgeous. All right, let's go here. At school that week, all the talk was about the Olympics. The U.S. basketball team was playing in Germany, and everyone was following it. Yes, I've been to Germany before. Yes, my niece and her husband and her daughter and her mother are in Germany, and had a chance to see the Rhine River, and we know that was Beethoven's birthplace. And on top of the hill, you could see, talking about basketball, Beethoven's home on top, all the way up the hill on the side of the Rhine River. And remember, Kobe Bryant taught himself Beethoven's most famous piece, so there's no excuse. We could do great things. Well, anyway, that was the Olympic team, and it was in Germany. I want to play basketball, not watch it on TV, Michael told his friends. Michael thought it would be so exciting to play for the U.S. Olympic team. He dreamed of it. Oh, that's wonderful. Big dreams. Okay, look at this picture. Oh, do you remember televisions like that? Yeah, we all had one in our living room. Oh, that's old school. This is a precious book. On Sunday, September 10th, it rained and rained. Michael was stuck inside, so he watched the Olympics on TV with his brothers, Ronnie and Larry. The United States was playing basketball against Russia. It was the most exciting game Michael had ever seen, with a final score of 50-51, a loss for the United States. Oh, that was an intense game. Wow, I don't remember seeing that game. But just know that greatness was inside of him. Oh, look at this beautiful picture. Look like they're in the kitchen, and Ma Jordan is cooking. Let's read. After the game, Michael walked into the kitchen as his mother was preparing dinner and announced, "I am going to be an Olympic champion." There you go. "Oh, really?" his mother replied with a smile on her face, not looking up from peeling the potatoes. "That's a long way off, and you're just 9. What? You need to work hard starting today to make that happen. His mother wondered if Michael had any idea of all the effort it would take to even get to try out for the team. Dreaming is good, but dreaming is for dreamers. It's one thing to want to play in the Olympics, Michael. It's another thing to do something about it. I know that's right, she told her young dreamer. Mom, I am a dreamer, but I am a winner too. Yes. You better get busy then. You'll be old enough to try out before you know it. Isn't that the truth? Time moves so quickly already in the last quarter of this year. And I like what she said. It's good to be a dreamer and be a winner. And that's what Michael said too. And we saw that his dreams came to fruition. Let's look. Coach Herring, can I talk to you? Coach had always given Michael a high five in the hallway, but still it had taken Michael weeks to get up the nerve to speak to him. I really want to play on the U.S. Olympic team. What can I do to get there? Oh, isn't that precious? There's Coach. You remember Michael was 9. What's that, 3rd grade? Listen, it's never too early because God put those dreams in his belly. Yeah, he created him. To start, you need to try out for the middle school team. It's a lot of pressure and will be a lot of work, but nothing like the pressure in the Olympics. Can you handle it? I mean, deep down, can you handle it? And do you really want it? I promise to work my hardest and make it happen, Michael answered. Michael was ready to play for his country in the Olympics and would do whatever he needed to do to get there. Well, son, with hard work, anything is possible. Oh, it sounds like someone knows the word. What's that? Luke 18:27. With God, nothing is impossible. Make sure you keep that promise to yourself. Look at that. Look at that wonderful teacher planting seeds in this young man's belly. All right, let's look. Oh, look at this beautiful picture. Oh, isn't this precious? Oh. The next day, Michael's big brother, Larry, was off to Laney High School for a scrimmage. I can't promise you any playing time, but why don't you come and sit on the bench and watch? Maybe you'll pick up some pointers and learn some new plays, his brother, Larry said. How about that? So he had a support system. His coach, his brother, his friend, his mother. Let's see. Michael noticed that he was now up to Larry's shoulder. He had grown, and so had his dream. It was time to do something about it. Yes, he was growing. And then look at this. Larry's team was leading by 6 points when Michael was called in. How about that? Talking about an opportunity. Let's look here. Larry passed the ball to Michael, who passed it right back. Michael began to imagine himself on the Olympic team. He could see it and feel it. The ball was passed to Michael. Michael had a mean, long shot, and he shot right over the head of the tallest boy on the other team. He sunk it. What? How about that? Preparation plus opportunity. Now look at this. Mom, the final score was 14-10, and 3 points were mine. I guess you aren't just a dreamer, but a doer, Michael. That's what his mom was saying. And isn't that the same for us? We want to put feet and movement to our dreams that God has put in us. And Michael never gave up after that game. Not for a day. Even when he was cut in the tryouts for high school basketball, he just practiced harder and harder. Michael's big dream grew just like he did. In the 1984 Olympic Games in Los Angeles, Michael Jordan became an Olympian for the U.S. basketball team and won his first gold medal. Somehow he knew when he was only 9 that this is what would be. It all started during the pickup games on the blacktop with his friends. Michael never gave up a giant step. No, a series of small steps day after day after day. Yes, Michael's big dream came true. So dream big and work hard, and your dream might come true too. Whoa! We are dreamers, winners, and we are doers. Have a great week.